Hello, welcome to our third podcast, and I have a funny feeling this is going to be the podcast of not only my life, but everybody who's listening lives. And I think it's going to go much better, because Twining's not here today, unfortunately. I think we should insert a sad clip there where everybody goes, "Aww." Actually, you do it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to not be distracted. Well, I thought I wasn't going to be distracted because I'm so enamoured by his beauty. But instead, I now have 4 lovely ghetto booties right in front of my eyes to distract me instead. Particularly yours, Cooper. That is nice.
It's a great art.
Nice. So yeah, today we are joined by 2 new people. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Sarah from the north.
Okay.
And I'm Matt, and I live with Aidan, Twining, and Chris.
Brilliant.
And I'm also from the north.
Who else is here today?
We're the northern people. Emily again. I know you missed me.
I'm here with my grey ass.
So, my first sort of opening question for you today, my personal opening question, is now that we're all famous and in the eye of the public, what are we going to do with our fame? What are we going to do with it?
Abuse it, stuff like that.
Is there going to be a message that you want to get out to the
I
people?
think you have to get involved in drugs and alcohol when you're famous, don't you?
I think so. I think that's what all famous people do.
I'll probably be arrested in a week.
Okay, cool. What about you, Emily?
I'm going to be one of those celebrities that hates the attention. Like,
But then secretly loves
You've
it.
decided.
You know, it wasn't
Ringo
Kristen Stewart.
Starr.
No, she's one who like swears at all the
Oh, yeah.
photographers all the time. And I'm going to be like that. I'm going to be at airports just be like.
I'm going to be always the one found with his like trousers down at awkward places.
I'm gonna be the one that really wants to free to bet.
I might be like
You have morals.
Reese Witherspoon. Like, you don't really hear about her much, but she is.
Maybe that's for the best that we don't hear about much.
Actually, talking of Reese Witherspoon, I look on BBC today. They announced a list of the 10 most overpaid celebrities this year, and Reese Witherspoon was in the top 10. It was for
Who was first?
It was every dollar they earned for every dollar the movie made. Eddie Murphy was top with $2.3 made for every dollar he earned in his movies this year.
Wow.
Eddie
He's done
Murphy?
nothing. He hasn't done anything.
He must have done really, really poor things this year. I don't know if I have to swear on it, so I have.
Yeah, we can say shit. Fuck.
He
Wang.
must have had some really
Bleep
shit
them
movies.
out.
We
this
haven't
year.
said the big C yet. Come. Oh, I was the first one.
Congratulations.
Christopher Cooper
I'm sure
from
children will
a
listen to
university
this.
in Sheffield that is unknown.
It's
Anyway.
unspecified, you mean, in
Unspecified,
Sheffield.
right.
One of the better ones.
There's only 2.
Alright then, so basically, there's more of us today. There's the big five. So we've got a man from the Midlands, but he's just going to stay quiet because what even is the Midlands? It's a made up
It's
area.
the middle, I guess, isn't it?
It's a made up area in my opinion. You're either not or you are. But yeah. So we've got Matt from the north, we've got Sarah from the north, and we've got me and Emily from the beautiful.
Picturesque.
I can't. There's
Trendy.
not enough descriptive words
No.
in the English dictionary to describe it.
Southern England. The
I'd
belle
like-
of the ball.
I'd like to big up the north there. We do have the Yorkshire Dales and the Lake District, 2 of the most beautiful places in the country.
And the Peak District.
And the Peak District. So that sort of mixes with the Midlands. Isn't it?
What about Scotland? You forgot Scotland.
We're
No,
not
that's not
Scottish.
English though.
Not having
Oh,
Scotland.
okay. So
You know,
Yeah,
they don't
that's
want to. They
exact-
don't want to
Well,
be.
us Midlands get
Yeah.
confused with this north-south
Us
shit.
Northerners do not want to claim Scotland.
No, they don't want to claim us either. So leave them to
Yeah,
it.
they're having
Yeah.
independence.
Just typical Northerners, that is.
Yeah.
Just thinking everybody wants to be a part
No,
of
we're
it.
just not interested. No.
That's why there is the South, because everybody's trying to get away from it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're saying the south is getting bigger all the time?
I'm saying
Yeah.
people are, yeah,
It is actually very overpopulated.
it
on
is
a serious note,
overpopulated
which
because
does-
so many people want to live there.
Yeah.
That's why it's getting overpopulated.
Well, I currently live in the Midlands, and Aidan's always trying to palm me off as though I live in the north, even though I live probably only an hour and a half from where he does, and I'm the south of the Midlands.
Where were you born?
I was born in Leeds, so I have an north.
You're an Auckland.
What about you, Sarah? Tell us a bit about yourself. I feel like they don't even know you yet.
No, they don't, and I know they want to.
How do you know they
so,
don't?
Well, they don't. I haven't really spoken, have I? I am actually from the south.
Stop it.
Shocker. Surprisingly, I know. I was born in Bristol, but then moved to the north straight away.
Oh, bloody hell.
Because you wanted to get out of the south as soon as you could.
Well, you see,
That's
this is the thing.
That's very
I'm
apparent.
actually thinking that I'll probably move back down south when I'm done in my degree.
Really?
Oh,
Whereabouts?
yeah.
That'd be nice.
Back to Bristol.
That's not
really south,
that's
is
not
it?
Really the
Crikey.
south.
That is more south
quite far
than
from
where
me.
we are now.
Mm,
Bristol,
I suppose so.
they have an accent, therefore
they
they are
do.
northern.
There we go. There you go.
That's how you
Are you
nice
saying
neutral.
that Londoners therefore are northern because they have a Cockney accent?
Yeah,
No,
they
they
have
have a normal accent which is accepted worldwide.
I wouldn't say it was normal.
No,
Can
what,
anyone do
how, yeah,
London
what is a
accent?
Cockney
Out of
accent?
interest?
Cockney
Hello,
accent.
love.
Oh, that's very good.
I know.
Yeah, Cockney accent.
Well, no, you don't, do you? But I come from a family of Londoners.
No,
I'm not
I'm-
from London,
well,
but my family
my
is.
dad's from London.
Your mum isn't, but
No, she's not. Alright, so I was thinking about it today and it really annoys me. I'm a bit of a Twitter whore and I like to find faults in people's tweets and their Twitter accounts, and basically I've seen a lot of this recently. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's where you go on someone's account and they've got 30 followers and it's my opinions are my own, blah blah blah. It's if you've only got 30 followers, you don't need to put that. No one really gives a shit, to be brutally honest with you. What do you guys think? Do you have any social media peeves? Sarah, you're piping up.
I don't actually have a Twitter account. Well, I thought I didn't have a
Oh,
Twitter
well, now we've
account.
just lost half our followers.
And-
Boys are only in it for you, Sarah.
And Christopher here made my Twitter account with me sat there, but made me to be a racist.
And you
A rapist. You get confused.
Oh, that's a laugh, and that's fine.
You leaked
I'm
a
totally
picture
okay with
of
that.
me with my top off.
Oh yeah,
That was all over the press.
I
I know.
posted a picture of Aiden in his boxers, looking quite smug of himself for some reason. I don't know where that came
Because he's
from.
got a cracking bod.
No,
That's why.
I was in my room getting changed and he was lying on my bed and then started taking pictures of me. I don't think it wasn't a photo shoot of any sort.
Well,
Those
did you not get the
photos-
memo?
So you say.
Yeah, so I say anyway. I was like, Chris, pretend I don't know. My body.
So yeah, that's my Twitter account that I have no control of because I don't know the password to get into it either. That's all.
Is that your main
That's all for
social
Chris.
network peeve?
Well, you're
you
very-
have an
you're-
uncontrollable Twitter account.
You're very
It is quite
interested
annoying.
in Arab issues at the moment on Twitter.
I think
No, I just stick with Facebook.
I think
Facebook's
my
good
main
enough.
social media peeve is people who don't bother spelling at all on Twitter or Facebook for that
any of
matter.
them. Yeah.
Lol.
The incorrect use of the word "your"
Or
and "you are"
Oh, I
is
know.
a
Yeah.
massive one. And Christopher is a
He
prime
is.
example of the word "two" with two O's and "two" with one O. He doesn't
He
know
always
which one's
does it.
which.
Explain the difference.
Drives
for
me
us,
mad. For example, if I was going to the shops, it would be one O, Christopher. But if you were going to the shops and I said I am going to, that would be two O's.
When I write to and you read my post, do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Exactly.
No, but you read it
But it's
and
wrong.
you read it like, oh, no,
Who
no!
made you guys the grammar police?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well
Wrong.
Sometimes I can't sleep at night. That's all.
It's just really jarring when you read something that's especially yours.
jarring me.
My eyes locked together. I'm like, no, yours, what's that right? I just can't
But you know,
read
but
it.
you know what they mean, don't you?
Yeah, but it's wrong.
No, but I don't want to know what you mean. I hate it.
Now, I switch off. Once I've seen it once, I don't read the rest of what you've written.
There was one time when my mum corrected me on the "your" thing, and I was typing it really quick to her because I didn't have the time at that moment. And then she went to be her, and then said "your" is spelt wrong, and I was like, "How can you say that after you just put to be her?"
TBH, Nate.
I wish my mum was like that. My mum, right? My mum's classic with things like this. She spells weekend on text, right? Some of you may be like, oh well, I think that's okay. WKD. Okay, right? But with that logic, at the same time, so she thinks WKD, right? Oh, God, this really irritates me. She thinks WKD is weekend on text, right? But when we go shopping, she always makes the points where she's like, your brother likes those wicked drinks. She thinks WKD. Other alcoholic drinks are available. Yeah, and it really gets on my absolute tits.
My mum's a loller. everything is lol,
That's
kiss.
brilliant.
Brilliant. Every end
Your mum's a sex
your
thing,
aunt's
isn't
just
it?
died. Lol.
Oh,
cheers, mum.
that could have been lots of love.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
nan
I
put
a lot of
that.
adults think. Adults? We are actually technically adults.
Well,
but
you are.
You
older
are.
people- older people think that lol means lots of love, and they put it
Yeah.
at the end. So that's her like, see you later, lol. And it's like, what's so funny?
Yeah, my nan did that, and I thought, wow, you're down with the kids.
Oh, my mum always does this as well. I never understood this. Types later as Later. Alright, why don't you just replace 8 with an A? Don't know. Doesn't even get it.
Actually, to then go into
Oh,
your
yeah.
number bit on your phone
Yeah.
takes longer than to type an A.
Well,
So-
she's learned the ways of predictive texting now, so
Yeah.
it just comes up automatically.
Yeah, well, no,
My dad once sent the text to my whole family, so that was my sister, my mum, and myself.
My mum, your one's wet for me in her room. Is that what it was?
Yeah. He was away with work at the time, and his text said,
Lads weekend.
yeah, last weekend.
That's
Bang the
cool.
grey bird.
The text said, at KX, be home at a certain time, I can't remember. And we spent the rest of, a couple of hours, not solidly, on this topic, wondering what KX meant.
Did it
And-
text?
No, it wasn't. It was King's Cross, is where he was.
Well, that's
Oh
alright.
my god.
But it's just he's constantly shorthand, misses vowels out when he texts, and it's incredibly frustrating because it takes twice as long to actually realise what he's actually
That's
talking about.
mental.
I've got absolutely loads of peeves on social. I could have a whole podcast to myself just talking
I'll
about
organise that for next week, no problem.
Far
Please
away.
do. I need. There's so many
Events,
things.
you need events.
Mainly, I think we change it from Twitter to Facebook now because there are a lot of things wrong with that.
Facebook, yeah.
I'm fed up of hearing about people's babies and marriages. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Amen.
I suppose you're at that age now where people should be married.
Well, more and more of my friends are getting to that point. But you know, just like
Can I hear wedding bells, Emily?
no, shut
I'm
up.
here waving bells with you, boy.
More
We'll get
likely
onto
for
that.
you, yeah.
Oh,
No,
God.
but you find someone announces that they're pregnant. That's fair enough. You know, that's a nice thing to announce to your friends. And then you have a solid, 9 months, maybe 18 years of their every update about
Yeah.
their child.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care
fine.
if little Sophia has gone for a poo. Like that's great. Everyone does it. Just because it's a
First
baby
poo
doesn't
on
mean-
her own.
And it's just then you get the scan photo, and then you get all the great details
Oh,
of all the
shit,
problems
yeah.
they're having with the pregnancies. I don't want to know. I do not want to know this.
My pet peeve is, and I've developed this recently, is anniversaries for couples.
Have you ever seen the couples pages?
Oh yeah.
It's a new thing.
New thing on Facebook, couples pages.
Oh,
you and
God,
your significant
If that
other can
gets
make a
I'll
couples
make,
page.
I'll make a promise now. If that gets popular, I'm leaving Facebook.
I don't like
vomit all
Facebook.
over
You heard it here first, guys. You heard
I'm
it
going to
here
vomit
first.
all over the keyboard.
But what will twining
It's
wank
everywhere.
over? I'm joking. But I really hate it. Like, I feel like things like that really piss me off, yeah, because it's a thing, right, where people do it as a sort of rite of passage now, even if they don't want to do it and don't really care, and it actually means not very much to them. They still feel the need to be like, happy anniversary, best year of my life, LYF. XOXO, my baby boy, Chris Cooper or whatever, and it's like,
Oh, yeah,
I
that
should've
is
said your
pathetic.
fucking name.
I
did
Don't worry,
earlier,
that's been on
I did
earlier.
Oh,
Sarah did let it
Oh.
slip.
You called me Cooper
You
at the
did it
start, so I had a
too.
great
We
answer.
are calling him.
I did
that.
have Cooper. Oh well, now you know. Chris Cooper, look him up.
I don't class relationships as legitimate until they're on Facebook.
That's
I
fair
go by that
enough.
policy.
I agree
That's
with
fair
that.
enough.
That's,
But
no,
you don't
that's
look at
not
me.
They're not
fair enough.
legitimate.
You don't need the PDA to go with it, though, do you?
One thing I don't like is how people say things on Facebook that they wouldn't say to you in real life.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, those ones.
Keyboard wankers.
They got something to say about that.
Bloody hell!
That escalated quickly.
Keyboard bankers, the bastards keep getting me.
Don't let them get you down.
They're so clever and witty, and I just can't.
And they keep
keep up
spelling the
with
right two and yours.
Yeah, the bastards. Yeah.
No, yeah, I just like a status would be, oh, this person is so childish,
Oh,
and they won't
yeah.
say who that person is. They will actually just say this person. And it's
And
like,
then
well,
everyone-
who's childish now?
And then they get the naive people who then are lured into that trap, and they go,
Text me, babe.
Who are you
That's the
talking
one.
about? You're talking
yeah.
about hun, and then they're like, can't say this.
Private message.
And then it's like
DM
PM me, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my
yeah,
god.
that is
Just
ridiculous,
don't put it on
yeah.
Facebook. There are so many things that people put on Facebook. It's so unnecessary.
Yeah.
I should point out, Sarah is a bit of a come at me bro type of gal though, so
I wouldn't
do
want to get
it.
away with that.
I'm joking.
She's from the rough side of
Yes,
town.
yeah,
put it that
no,
way.
she's from the
Oh,
wrong
yeah.
side of the tracks. I know. Me and Emily, the right side of the tracks, you
Oh,
know.
always
Decent
different than
socio-economic backgrounds and all that.
What? Why did you say that? Elaborate.
No, I'm
I think
joking.
it's a
'cause
northern
you-
joke.
Well, that
Sarah.
fight you got with that boy. It's disgusting. Ripped his hair out.
What?
That time you like brutally killed a cat. Didn't you do that? What did the cat do? Did it
He
drink your
nicked her pie.
It pooed in my garden, okay?
milk?
No, it didn't. I didn't actually kill a cat, everyone.
Oh, okay, good.
I have plenty of friends that have.
Just waterboarded it.
Yeah, I didn't kill it. They just had to have it put down, so it wasn't technically me.
I didn't kill it, but I spoke about it on Facebook
Yeah.
the rest of the day.
Yeah, you should do that. Really.
Yeah.
I think sometimes.
You didn't say it to its face, but you spoke about it on Facebook.
Yeah,
Oh, it
completely.
knows. It knows you did that.
But I find that like I have quite short friends. I'm going to bring this up now, Matt. I'm sorry, but what my favourite thing to do, right, is to quote Lord of the Rings in terms of my friends. So I think like tomorrow night when we go out clubbing, we'll be going out clubbing
As we do regularly.
as we do regularly. Yes.
Definitely has been planned for ages.
And
For the past 3 months we've organised it.
yeah, so I can't wait to when I see Matt, Chris, and Sarah. Those are in the lower range of the height
Spectrum.
spectrum. Well done, thank you, Matt, for helping me out there. Little short ass. Yeah, I can't wait to be like, this is no place for a hobbit. I actually want to deliberately lose you because I want to be like, have you seen my friends? They'd only be children to your eyes, or something like that. You know?
Children
You can be like, what's that you've got there, Chris? And I'll be like, it's a pint!
They come in pints.
Yeah.
I like to point out though the whole north and south thing. Me and Aidan are the tallest, being the well-nourished southerners that we
exactly,
are,
yeah.
and the northerners are the smallest. Bit of coincidence.
Yeah, I know.
there.
You were just fed fish fingers and curly fries, weren't
I
you?
actually
From
wasn't.
Iceland.
You know, for me, it was whenever I got like the heart-shaped potato things, like the potato
cakes.
smileys and
Potato
things like that.
smileys.
I had to
Real
go around
food.
to my friend's house to have them. It'd be like really exciting. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to my friend's house on Friday, and my mum would just be like, okay.
Mm.
Got there,
Was that
fish
just 'cause
fingers, potato cake,
We didn't have potatoes.
curly fries.
Was that just because you had the body and blood of Christ that you're
We ate bread and got drunk.
Yeah.
That's
I always
basically
thought,
what we
right,
did.
if the blood is supposed to be wine, yeah, Jesus must have been wasted 24/7.
I've heard that joke so many times.
Well, that's getting
That
cut
was
then.
so unoriginal.
So, speaking of clubs, it actually brings me on to my next topic. So, you know those guys in the toilets, right, who are like, no Paco Rabanne, no, go home with a man,
No splash, no gash.
no,
Yeah.
no,
No
Dolce,
Armani.
no,
Punani.
no Dolce and Gabbana, no suck on your banana.
What?
Have you not heard of them?
New?
We don't get them.
Do
in
you
the
not have them in the
toilet.
Yeah, but you,
No,
I
well,
heard
we-
you get the female equivalent.
Well, we have a female attendant, but she doesn't say things like that. It's more
Just
like,
cleaning.
no, she just
No.
sits there and offers you sweets and perfume. But it's like, I've already got perfume on. I'm a girl. I don't need it.
Oh, yeah, and chewing gum. She has it like in a little basket.
Oh, actually, I think their main role is to look after the crying girls that are in there.
Oh,
You always
that's
get,
nice.
every time you get a crier in there.
Yeah.
And they're normally the ones, you know, are just like, don't worry, blah, blah.
So you
I
just
think
turn
that's
into
their
doing the
role.
bar.
I heard that
Yeah.
they like sang songs and stuff. I only heard this the other day that in the girls ones they like sing songs. There's like a lady singing a song, and it's like, so it would be like ole ole, we need no men or something like that. Something feminist. I don't know. I know you all are really, but yeah. So it's something like that. But yeah, you. That brings us, I guess, nicely onto our next topic of things girls think about boys and want to ask, and things boys want to ask about girls.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
yeah. I did ask a question to Chris and Aidan last night, which I think is valid. They laughed at me. I think it's quite. I want to know. Like, they refused to answer me, by the way. So I need the answer now. Which
I need
is,
it now.
I thought, you know, when a guy does a poo, you have to sit on the toilet. Does the willy get poo on it?
That is a stupid
Why is
question.
it stupid?
Because you can just...
Right, if you have a really big willy, then
Emily.
sometimes that would get touched with the
Emily,
poo.
you have seen boys naked, I assume.
No.
Okay?
No.
And you will notice...
Look at you!
You will
You're
notice...
such a child! No!
You will notice that the willy on that boy hangs at the front of that lower region.
I was shown
And
this in biology.
the bum hole is more towards the back.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he sits down, the bum hole is at the bottom and the willy is still in front.
Yes,
So gravity will make sure the willy hangs down.
That's always that's
But
in a
the
perfect
poo
world,
doesn't
though,
come
Matt.
forwards towards the willy when it comes out. It goes
Yeah,
straight
but
down.
sometimes poos don't come out perfectly straight, do they?
Do they not?
No, like you're not. Humans aren't perfect like that. Sometimes, you know, your poo might like go up and then splash a bit, but then.
I'm imagining your poos to be like helicopter poos. Like,
And they fly around the
circles
toilet like
down,
that.
dun, 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 dun.
It's a very intelligent poo.
Yeah.
I think, would you not get a bit of back splash?
Splash. God, this is.
Back splash.
Oh, of
maybe,
course.
like, on the
You do,
willy, or
yeah,
it dangles
it
down
might
like that.
splash. The toilet, the water may splash.
What about if you've had like diarrhea and it's more watery? Surely you must get it on
Yeah.
there. Well,
No,
No.
I've never, ever experienced
I
that.
think it's basically because I don't know why it is. It's a good question in fairness. Because
yeah,
in
thank
theory,
you.
maybe it should get poo on it sometimes. but
I
not-
have
not
a side
for-
note question to
Go on.
this. When guys cough naked,
Their balls bounce up and down.
does your willy just go like sort of cough as well, like move
No.
forward and back?
Okay, well, give me 2 seconds and I'll.
It doesn't. Sorry to disappoint.
Oh, see, I was gonna add that to see if like if you were on the
Yeah, cool.
toilet having a poo and you coughed, would it like flat back to
Smack,
the poo?
smack me in the
sort of thing?
face kind of thing.
Check out my
Yeah.
eyes, kind of.
what's the joke that you have in your toilet in a minute?
Well, we have a toilet news in our news thing, and my most recent post was that when I sit down to poo, my willy goes round the bend in the toilet, which is a true fact. To be fair. But yeah.
Then
True
Aiden's
fact.
willy does get
Very,
covered in
very
poo.
true.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions like that for girls?
What's a period?
A period.
The babies come from the
Magical.
belly button.
Yeah, you press the belly button and the baby comes out when you're ready.
I don't really have any questions. I know everything there is to know about women.
The vulva.
So
Yeah.
you think?
The clitoris. But yeah, I don't actually have any questions, but if you have a question at home,
Tweet us.
tweet us, post on the link,
Well-
add Chris on Facebook now, you know who he is.
Hot squash, sex advice.
Love it.
And for the Twitter account, it's hot_squash at hot_squash. Or hashtag hot squash.
Yeah, that would be nice. We'd like
We
to
like
see
we
some
like
hashtags.
hashtags.
Yeah.
Here at
we
Hot
do
Squash.
like a hashtag. Indeed.
Chris
I,
even has a hashtag dance.
Do
He
I?
does.
We
Yeah.
came up with that. We came up with that
We'll
when
upload
we
that.
met. When we first met.
It's better than Gangman style.
we've come to
Right,
sort of
let's
we're
take
near the
it.
end
Yeah,
of this.
bloody hell. That's something to live
What's-
up to.
well, I don't know what
That
number
might
one.
cause
Well,
it
when we say
wrong.
wrong, we've got a second one that's yet to come out.
Yeah.
So whenever you hear this one, second or third, I hope you have enjoyed it. I guess I've just got to leave you with a couple of final points. The first one would be nick toilet paper from uni if you're a uni student, or a corporation that you work for. It's not stealing. You give enough to the uni. You pay enough to be there. You spend your lives at that workplace. Take a day off, I would. Book a nice trip away if you're thinking about it.
I feel
Yeah.
like we need to have some motivational music.
Yeah, you
underneath
probably.
it.
Well, play it in the background of you, so you can choose the track of your choice.
It's your life.
Is that? Yeah. So that's one of the points. So nick that, because I don't see why you should pay for toilet paper if you're paying so much to be at uni.
Tuition
Especially if
fee.
you're a first year.
Yeah, exactly.
And they
Yeah.
should provide paper.
Writing paper. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
expand on
Yeah.
that?
Writing
Emily's
paper,
been
I
there.
am. Yeah, I pay enough to
Livid.
be there, and they can't even provide a piece of paper.
Actually, I have a favourite. Do you know what I'm most excited about uni for? They're like, well, I'm at uni, but do you know what excites me most? That every day is Muffy Day.
Mufti
Do
day.
you not have that at sixth form?
We had that every day.
I had like one
sick
mufti
muff-
day in the whole time of my
Can
school.
I just ask what Mufti Day is?
Yeah.
Wait,
what's
wait,
Northerners?
wait,
What's
wait.
It was
Northerners?
non-uniform day where I was from.
Well, that's
Yeah,
really
that's-
boring.
We had
Yeah.
we had Mufti Day.
Not I do. Then we could wear our tweed
One
jackets.
day
We could wear our
Yeah.
own suits.
Exactly. Yeah, I chose a tie of my own choice.
Slightly different colour from my uniform one.
Yeah, Mufti Day. So it's Mufti Day every day. Every day is a fashion show for me
Except-
at uni.
I just can't decide what to wear, which is the problem with that.
You don't go
Yeah.
to uni.
Too old now.
But yeah, I guess that's, you know, and also I got recognised in the library today from a HotSquash3 podcast. So,
No, you didn't.
well, if by recognise you mean,
Hi, Aiden.
hi Aidan, I've got that computer book, can you get up there? Then yes, I was recognised from the HotSquash podcast. I don't know where she knew me from, but anyway, no, she was in my seminar. So yeah, alright then. Okay, well thank you for listening. I
I've
hope
had
you
fun.
enjoyed it. You've had fun. Well, that's the
I've
most
had a
important
lot
thing.
of fun.
We've had fun debuts, me and Sarah.
Yeah.
I think.
What have you got?
Bringing a bit of diversity.
Let's have some
with the
old
Northerners.
wisdom now.
Oh,
The
give us
word.
the orgasm
Old
quote to
wisdom.
leave in it. Oh, what was your dream actually?
Oh,
Tell us about
shit,
the dream, yeah.
Well, no,
This
I
is
don't.
never
this
gonna
We'll
is-
save that for the next one.
No.
So basically, I had a dream about Aiden last night, and he took me to a restaurant, a really fancy restaurant. I was like, okay, I'll go along. You know, I won't really make much effort. It's only Aiden. And
There's
it
no
was-
such thing as only Aiden, by the way.
and it was really, really posh restaurant, and you were like, and then your dad turned up, who happened to be a well-known actor. I can't remember his name. He was in Mona Lisa Smile, and your dad was just going, "So nice to meet you at last. Aiden told me so much about you. You really are a catch. I'm so pleased to meet you." What the hell is going on? And you basically had told your dad that I'm your girlfriend
It could have been my
because
girlfriend.
you thought that you'd be proud to be
That's
with
what-
someone like me.
That's what we were talking about yesterday, wasn't it? Because my dad thought I'd lost my virginity a long time before I actually had, so he was kind of like, you know, expected that I had, so, but I didn't ever want to tell him that I hadn't, so, yeah,
Maybe that's where that came from.
it's a good dream.
You
to
wouldn't know
have.
about that, Emily, though, would you? To dream about it.
What?
You wouldn't know about Aiden's virginity in
Yeah,
order
yeah,
to dream
it's-
about it.
No,
talking about it
Oh,
yesterday.
okay, my bad.
Don't you listen to the
Bloody
podcast?
hell. Yeah, you can tell.
Well, you haven't uploaded the second one yet.
Anyway, okay, well that was a nice thing to end on.
Yeah.
Dream. Oh yeah, no, wait, leave us with the
Oh,
quote.
okay. Yeah.
What was it? It's a quote by Sylvia Plath, and now I can't remember it.
What? I
The
don't
suspense was killing me.
Oh, it's so good as well.
Opinions are like orgasms. Mine matters most, and I don't care if you have one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.